friends, welcome back to Bel Anne Craft Studio. I wanted to share with you the progress of the key fobs that I have been working on. The patterns and everything has been cut out. On our last crafting video, I was sharing with you how I sublimated on them, just like I have. Let me share with you what I've done. I have a lot that I need to get done, y'all. Here are some sublimated sheets for some camo prints that I have. And I've had these prints for so long, years, and I thought, I need to use them for something. Some of them are not edge to edge seamless patterns that you would use in fabric, but they're just a basic design, and I thought, what a great idea to go ahead and use them for the key fobs. So I have a few in here. Here's some different little prints, animal prints here, and it is kind of a darker rustic look for these cow prints, which are really cute. Now this one right here is camo, and all of these are. And my idea for these is to go ahead and offer these to gentlemen who would like to have one but don't want the pink frou-frou kind of look on their key fobs. So let me pull some more out here. I get everything spread out. So here is some deep woods. Pretty, really did well. And some other ones I've had, and there's my labels that I did. And also with these, I'm going to pull out. Now I'll have some plain also. I have a lot, y'all. A lot. I mean, just an abundance of so many. Oh, I hit the camera. I'm so sorry. So basically I am going to, let me put this over here, cut them out like so, and I have more prints here. I'm going to be listing these on the website to where you all can be able to pick the print that you want. Then it'll be cut out, and you'll have the option also to be able to have, like customizable, like your mom, or put MOM with the heart. Just bear in mind that these do not have a lot of space, so you can't put 12 characters on these. It has to be within 3 or 4. So let me share with you one I did for a friend of mine, a brother in the Lord, and I embroidered his name on it. Okay. And I did his name a little bit further down here for the reason why he does not want to have it on his wrist. Okay. See how lovely that is right there? He wanted it to where he could put it on his belt. So therefore, if he hangs it on his belt and his keys hang from here, I'll be offering this style also, as well as with this style here as well. So lots of options that a person could choose from. And I wanted to just share these with you because I have been working on a lot of things, and if I can get it to be on the print on demand side and still offer those aspects there, I will, because why? I had mentioned that before, the help. Friends, I mean, I'm just little me, playing the same thing. I'm the only one man band, if you will. But these are some colors that I want to offer that are more generalized, where people can just choose, that they don't have to have a print or something like that. Let me put these over here. If I hit the camera, I am so sorry. Y'all should know by now already, I don't have the best equipment. Just starting out a business, everything under the sun is expensive. And that's something else I want to emphasize. Let me put these back over here. when it comes to my pricing, trust me, I've got them as low as I can get them, because the cost of materials and things that would cost me to present it, and I'm not in this to give free, I'm in this to work. So I just want to emphasize that, and I really try to put it as low as I possibly can. So bear with me. And these are not, I don't give junk. I want to give quality to where they last. I don't want these to fall apart, and I don't want my name on them. So, um, in the retrospect of them falling apart, okay? So here are some cute patterns, and these are really cute. Now, these are all these designs I've done, okay? And these are all the same. And then I had done, let me pull this one out. I had done this one. See, this is the generalized idea. Let me pull these out. What I would do is I prepare them and get them ready, okay? Then one side will be embroidered if that's what a person chooses. Then I will go ahead and I put my label on them. This one I did for him. I put it on the outside because he's going to wear it against his body. But this one, even here, some of them I will offer the faux leather. Okay, this is a snake skin or something, I guess, or alligator. I've had this for a long time. I don't have these in stock anymore. So if I can get those, I will offer those. Okay. So naturally, I want to put the same type of print front and back, but I will offer some that will have the leather on one side and the fabric on the other. And these are great. These are really high quality. I mean, I really, and I have an industrial sewing machine, and I really took a lot of care into this as well. If you are a person that likes to wear belts and you want to wear it on your belt instead of your wrist, it's versatile. Okay. So, and this is the color he chose. So I'll try to put as much variation up there for you all so you can be able to pick and choose how you want yours. But this one is typically how I would do it. And again, the reason why I did not do it on his, one, it'll be up against his body. Two, because he's wanting to hang it from his belt. So this is customized, right? But this would not do well up against this faux leather, hence the reason why I put it like this. Okay, so I would have the name, my branding name on this side, on the inside, and of course you have the print and so on and so forth. Okay, getting them ready, when I have them, they'll be fixed just like this. So in perhaps, may I say, if a person wants their name, or they want that you want it for now for their children, I am working on a child's design, also for teachers design, also for like doctors, nurses, something like that. All of that takes time. This is not something you can just grab it off the internet and slap it on a product. It don't work that way with me. It should not, because I understand that some may do that. I don't like to do that. I want it to be my original design. Okay, so they'll be just like this, and I have this one ready, and I have a lot to choose from. I have the green gingham right here. Okay, and I was thinking about doing a live stream one time soon, sometime soon, should I say, to where if a person goes in ahead and within that certain time I'm on that live stream, If they want their name embroidered on one, they can. Okay, I'm working all that out. I have crafting kits coming. Again, it's just little me, and I'm doing this all by myself. I'm just saying, between um, photos, listing, shipping profiles, the whole lot. Okay, so we have the gingham. Okay, and I have the polka dot, the micro polka dots for the purple, and then I have these right here. I do believe this one's on my Spoonflower shop in case you want the yardage, and I'll go ahead and you can order that and make something else out of it if you choose. Sunflower, isn't that pretty? And then the background has a rustic wood. Okay, and then I have these kind of a ditzy print. Okay, and of course the quilting patchwork design. And the way I think I want to list these though is not like this, but to have one example of what it looks like. And then I'll have the swatch image of that print and you can choose from that. So I'm working that out. Y'all hang tight because I'm doing the best I can. I work Monday through Friday from 7 to 8 or 8 between 7 and 8 o'clock until between 5 and 6. I put a whole day in. So yeah, I'm like really doing everything I can. And I also have a little part-time job. I'm trying to make this my full-time job here at Bel Anne Craft Studio until business picks up. I'm just limited. So it's all I can do, right? So here is the blue gingham right here. And so let me go ahead and put this over here. And I just have a lot that I'm so excited for, and it just takes a minute to get it together. And I can't give a price on these until I finish them and I can curate all of the cost and everything with them. So just hang tight is what I'm trying to say. Let me see, is that, no, this was here. Sometimes I get real busy and I'll just put them in a pile and I'll put them in my little tub right there and I'll rinse and repeat. So, and then I have the purple right here, right here. And see, I put where is that? Let me find where that is. I put the heat and bond, if I can pull it out with everything, without everything falling. I use the Heat and Bond Ultra, and I'll tell you why. These fabrics are, here's one I made a mistake on some of the teacher uh, designs I've been working on. It's not done, it's in the testing stage, but again, this right here, you can see how it's kind of floppy. Okay, this is 100% polyester I have here. And I put this on the back of it. And when I do that, let me grab this out, one of these, and I'll iron it to where it holds. It has such stability. Just one of them. Look at that. And that is quality. And you got two of them at the same time. It's like, it's more stronger. I can't think of the word at the top of my head, but that's what these papers are on the back. So I'll peel the back off and I'll go ahead and I'll press those. And I will go ahead and put them together just like I did this one. Okay. And these measure about 1 inch in width this way. Okay. And then the length of these, depending on the name, I put them a little longer, but I try not to make them too long. But some people have big hands and they go on very nice. Okay. Again, I can't give you a price for them until I finish everything and getting, all the numbers together and stuff. Then I can go ahead and put them on the website. So I don't want to give a number and then it not be correct, because then I wouldn't be able to sell them that way. Okay. I'm in it to make money. Can I be honest? Okay. So here are the micro polka dots. Okay. And here are some more purple micro polka dots. And friends, let me tell you, this thing, this one was supposed to be denim. This is going to look so cool. If you're like me, I like blue jeans. I like denim. And to have this look like denim, that's great, right? I think so. And then, so I got a few of those. I've got to sublimate some more. It takes some time. It takes time. Um, and put that there. And then here's a kind of a honey yellow color. Okay. And then I have these are so I do believe these are on my website. I also on my Spoonflower, forgive me. I also will be making English paper piecing kits together. Once I get the kits together, then it will have the directions. Now this isn't mine, okay? This is disclaimer. This is not mine, okay? But this is an example of how they'll come. You'll have directions, you'll have the graph, you'll have the between A through Z of how to do it and everything you need to get started on those kits. Also, for the hand embroidery, you'll have a hand embroidered hoop, you'll have needles, you'll have the muslin, you'll have the design and everything. So just bear with me. I got everything else except for the designs. I have been a busy bee. Please believe me. So I got these little butterflies. I shared with you with those. Okay, I've got them all cut out. And these are all of the ginghams. Oh, here's some more yellow. Like I said, I just cut them and I was going. And it took me a better part of a whole afternoon or whole day to be able to get these together. Let me put them there. As I had mentioned before, I had these as an experiment because I didn't know how these would show up on a key fob. Basically, when you fold them like this, if it would give you that full gingham, but I thought I'd try, so that'll be an experiment right there. And I have two per. Why? Because I'm getting ready to show you real quick that I'm going to fold these over, and one will be the back and one will be the front. Unless someone chooses, if it is offered, someone chooses the leather. Let me get my friends here. If it will be a specific leather, you can choose front and back. I'm working on that. It's not as easy as you would think. So, okay. This is why, and I need to say this is why I use the print on demand features on my website for BR gifts and things, because when it comes to getting all of the handmade stuff, it takes a good minute. And with the other things on there, I can meanwhile offer those things similar. And when the handmade stuff comes, it's an added feature, if you know what I mean. All right. So I got them. Like I said, this is the kind of like a cow print that I've had. I've had these for so long. And that right there. And see, I did it and I thought, well, let's try it. It may not be too bad, but if I don't feel it to be worth putting it on the website, I won't. I'll just take it to market and I'll mark it down, and whoever would like to have it, they can. But also, that's another thing. If I could remember, I'm going to put these with those, that I'm making these to go to market too. There is a art walk here where I live, and I'm gearing up and getting ready to go to this art walk. So I need as many of these. I'm hoping for at least 100 or more. I want at least 100 for the website and 100 for market. And it it just takes a minute. Let me see where I had them at. Um let's see here. Well, I had them. There they go. Okay. And when I did a bunch of them, I was in work mode. I was in assembly line mode, and I did not even put them together and see what I had and what I didn't have. And yeah. Okay. So I have some cute little bows and things I want to offer for the little girls, and little cars and trucks and monster trucks and stuff for little boys. So yeah, it's just going to take a little while. Um, for sublimation, I prefer the 300 dpi. If you all would know what that is. For those that don't know what that is dots per inch. So when you have something that is pixelated, kind of think of back in the day in the 80s, or yeah, about the 80s. They had the Mario Brothers and they all looked like little squares. Those are pixels. But now everything is just smooth, and the lesser the pixel, the more smoother the design, if I explain that correctly. If somebody knows how to explain that better, leave a comment in the description box below so we can all get the technical version of it. I'm sure somebody would know. Anyhow, here is the gingham. Not the gingham. The camo. I'll say it right here in a minute. So this is the ones I have here. Let me put this with this one. And I'll put that right there. Now this one I did not print many of it, but I go ahead and show you those. Here's some more sunflowers. I just love them all. I mean, I want to. I don't know about you, but I like cute things, and I truly want to just make them all, and especially the bag that I made for the sling bag. Now those bags go over. You can wear them in the front or the back, or however. They're kind of like a miniature size of a backpack. I may go ahead and order one for myself, and I will be glad to share with you what they look like. I totally want them all, but I don't need them all. I'm being honest. Um, so let me put this here, get them organized already. And the pink, super cute. Don't believe I had them. So we'll poke those in there. And these are the red gingham. Okay, got those together. I can kind of take these because these I know I had them. And it helps me to get organized because I can tell how many I have, how many more do I need to make, and next month I've got a month. Don't have an exact date for the market. But when I get ready to go, I'll take pictures. I'll try to video if I can, depending on what they think, and I won't videotape people, but I want to make a sign. I have a YouTube channel, and I will be videotaping. So if they don't want to be in eye shot, then they might not want to make a make a cameo in front of my camera. So I'm gonna try. But if I do, I will go ahead and post those for you. So you can take a look over on the Facebook page and Instagram. So make sure that you follow along, and my subscribers, thank you, here on YouTube. Also, if you are a subscriber here on YouTube, and I want to invite you to go over to the website, subscribe to the email list. This is why. Because, how can I put it? Subscribing here on YouTube, you get to see on YouTube, but subscribing on the website to the email list, you get a lot more perks, and I want to be offering perks and things like that, like coupons, different things of that nature. If I had a thought about it, I could have pulled down the gift cards. I'm going to be at market. I'm going to sell individual physical gift cards. And if you subscribe to my email list, from time to time, I'll be offering discounts, sales, things like that. So make sure you do that. And I want to offer that to those who subscribe to Bel Anne Craft Studio email list. So make sure you do that so you don't miss out. And here is some little flower tulips, super cute, and they are different sizes because I don't like wasting nothing. And so I'll make them a different size. And here's some more pink, and the yellow, and the green. Okay, so let me go ahead and put these here. I have one more thing to show you, and I feel this to be very important, friends, because I can stay behind the scenes and I can post. But you being my crafty friend, I want you to see it physically. There are so many people out there who are so dishonest, and I'm going to say it, if they don't repent, whether they believe in God or not, they will stand before Him for the sins that they have done. And I don't want to see that. Having said all, I want to share with you the physical that I am doing. I'm a real person. I don't I know there's people out there, they're going and they're taking people's stuff. I'm hearing it all day long. Okay? Let me see, can I make this is a lot, y'all. And they're going and they are taking things that don't belong to them. And I don't appreciate that. So me sharing with you, that'll have to do right now. Me sharing with you what I'm doing, and that my products are real and not fake, and they're not just copy and paste it from somebody else, is what I desire to share with you here, to show you that I can be trusted. And there's a lot of things out there in this world that we can't trust folks. So, here is another thing I want to share with you. On my website now, I have microfiber towels. I shared this on my Patreon, Crafty Friends Circle. I feel it to go ahead and share it here with you because I don't want anybody to be discouraged from microfiber towels. Here's why. These towels are so soft. I don't see them to be like any other microfiber towel. And I have them folded for a reason. I'll show you why. Let's set these here. All right. So these towels are huge. They are super absorbent. Forgive me. Let me throw my little. I've got my little workspace all full of strings. Okay. Now these towels, okay, measure. Okay, there is 18 and a half. Make sure. I've, I've got so much. Okay, I'm measuring to the edge of my board. I know y'all can't see it. They are 25, okay, long. Okay, hang in there with me. I'm going somewhere with this. And these are huge towels. I'm sorry, you can't go to Dollar Tree and get these. You can't go somewhere unless you go to like Kohl's or something like that. But these are not as expensive as those high brand, high end products that you can get over there. These are affordable, and these are like, they cut is like 15 and a half. So again, 15 and a half, right? By 25. Now I could look at the label, but when I get a product, I like to measure and see for myself. Now on these, I have these where they are 90%, they're waffle. Okay, look at the waffle there. The waffle weave, and it's really absorbent. It doesn't it doesn't catch my hands or anything like that. These are great. 90% polyester, 10% polymade. Okay, now they are machine wash, warm, wash before use. Okay, they recommend. And then you want to tumble dry low. Okay. Now, why am I sharing these with you? When I see stuff like this, I don't see one towel. I see two. Here's what I tell you. Okay. Now, what I've done, okay, is I folded these in half. Okay. There's two ways of doing this. And if you're a crafter, you know exactly where I'm going with this. You can get, well, here's my ruler. Because they were so long, and I have a 36-inch mat here, and I had to go to the edge, and my camera doesn't reach over there right now. Hold on, where am I at? Okay, you can get a 12-inch good size towel times 2. Think of that. What I plan to do with these, and I will be offering these on the website, okay? I want to, let me get one. I have another one I had already cut. I got 2 towels, okay? I got 2 towels. Now, these are super cute that I've put my design. These are my designs, and I put these on there. I'm going to lay this over here. I'm going to put it over here a little bit more so y'all can see inside the camera. Hold on. And I say this because I feel that there may be some, I could be wrong, that would think, oh, that's an expensive towel. That's one towel. Oh, honey, no. You got 2 towels. Think outside the box. Everything on my website is a crafting product. The little sling bags, you can totally sublimate on those. You can, if you like to sublimate, if you like to have a design or something on there to where you can customize that. You can totally do that. Put your name, your initials, your monogram, whatever on there. And if that's something you would like to see, that you would be interested in purchasing, contact me and let me know. Okay? There's 2 towels. Okay, I folded this one a little bit more than this one here. There are 2 towels, friends. Okay? And you got an option. One, you can get the toppers, okay, and put a topper on it. Either it be crochet. I like to crochet mine. I just enjoy crochet. Put a crochet topper on with a button, okay, and match it with these. You got 2 towels you could stick in your kitchen for extra cuteness. You can totally put it on your stove. And for me, I don't just use them for decoration. I will use them. They're made to be used, and they're very soft. They're very soft. Very, very, very soft. Okay? Okay, that's that one. Here is this one right here for the gingham that I have on my, let me move these out of the way. I've already cut these, okay, on my Spoonflower shop, and I'll just stick them right there because I'm fixing to show y'all this, okay. And here is the red gingham. I only purchased a few. Just I don't have a big space to store a lot of inventory. So I order what I need to show you all. But if there's something that you want special ordered, or a special supplier, or a special amount, then you can go ahead and contact me and we could work out something from there. But again, these are the red gingham. Then I have, this one is discontinued, but I want to go ahead and show you. This print is not in circulation anymore. Okay, but I'll go ahead and show you. Okay, I will only keep certain prints or certain items up for a certain amount of time. If they don't, if they don't do anything and they just sit there, I don't keep them on the website. It's my plan. But okay, so with that being said, if you would like to get any of these, get them now, because I can't guarantee that I'll keep them on there for long. Between 90 days to 6 months is about. But if it's getting traffic, I may leave it longer. But again, just bear in mind, these prints will not stay for long. They've been there for a little while, probably in another month or so or 2. And if they're selling, I'll leave them. If they're not selling, then I won't keep them. Okay? They won't be on the website anymore. So if you've been eyeballing any of these, please get them now while they're available. Okay? Now I'm going to turn these into crocheted items, and I'm going to be putting these particular ones, I'm going to take these to market, but I will go ahead and make custom orders, all handmade items. Whenever Bel Anne Handmade page launches, will not, I don't keep inventory. They are all made to order. Okay? Just like any print on demand company, they're all made to order. Okay? So you can really see how the beauty of these are so cute. Let me open this up. See? Aren't these pretty? I really would hate to take these off. They're beautiful designs. I just, like I said, I want them all. I want them all, but I know I can't house them all. I've got very small space. Okay? And I'll open this up again right there. Okay? And what I plan to do with these is I'm going to probably crochet with these. And if you would like to see me crochet these, let me know in the comment section below. I'll show you how I do mine. I match up the coordinating colors with these. Okay. Try not to go too fast because I don't want the video to be too terribly long. Of course, the red gingham. Isn't that pretty? This reminds me of a country picnic. It really does. Okay. And I don't know if I get a good response from everybody. I may go ahead and take the towels if people want them to, like the towels that are on the website on Bel Anne, let me say that right, Be Our Gifts and Things page, and take them and use them for custom towels like this. I may do that depending on the demand of it. Isn't that pretty? Real pretty. And it is serged. The bottom is finished. There is no fold or anything like this. And so, and these towels are priced as low as I can get them. I see other towels are in the $20 range and stuff, but you're gonna get quality whenever, I can't fold this right, y'all. Whenever you get these towels. Okay? So, Be Our Gifts and Things for the towels currently. Get them if you're a crafty person and you like to craft with things. You can totally do stuff like this. Turn them, you don't have to keep them a towel. Use them as a placemat. Put them do them like this. Put a border around it. Use it as a placemat. You get two towels. Then you can cut it in half. You have 4 placemats. So many things. That's one of my taglines, bringing creativity to life. Because I don't just see a towel. I see a project. I thought, many years ago, I would go ahead and I would grab things from the Dollar Tree or the dollar store here. And I would go in and I would make towels. And these are a little bit more substance than the cheaper towels. All right, let me show you what I do. I left this one just so I can show you. And what I would do then, if you are a crafty person, I'm sure you would not be subscribing if you're not a crafty person. And even if you're not a crafty person, just like the t-shirt I just created, that you don't have to be a crafty person to love crafty things. Okay? So if you fit in that category and you're a crafty person, then you like to craft, this is for you. But if you are not a crafty person, but you love crafty things, this is for you. Why do I say that? Because you can totally get the towel, create something on your own. 2, if you love crafty things, you can take something that has been already crafted, like I'm going to demonstrate here, and you can enjoy what someone else has made. Here at Bel Anne Craft Studio, I really want to offer those things. Okay? So if you're that person that loves crafty things but don't like to craft, or you're just not a crafty person, please get in touch with me. And if you like what I'm doing, you can go ahead and say, hey, Bel, I like that towel idea. Would you make me one? Go over to Be Our Gifts and Things and say, okay, you have the name, give me the name of that towel and the way that you want it, either crochet or fabric. We can work something out. I'm going to be making, if you would rather wait, until, well, I'm talking and doing. If you would rather wait till I put these up on Bel Anne Handmade page, that'll be fine. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a center point. Okay, I'm going to get my ruler right in that center point. I'm going to get my rotary cutter. All right, and I've mentioned this before. I'll say it again. Anyone who quilts, sews, or use rulers, this is at Harbor Freight. Great tool. Don't have to spend a lot. Use what you got, friends. Use what you got. All right. And that's as simple as that. I'll cut it in half. And then there are some little different toppers, and I'll try to go ahead and let me put a screenshot right here where I can show you some different variations. One would be crochet, one would be fabric. So there are a lot of different variations that you can use these towels. You get 2 for 1 on the website. Okay, on the website, let me look real quick. Get it on my phone. Hang on. Let me see on my website. Go to Bel Anne Craft Studio on my website. On the web, get it right. Go to my website on my phone. Hold on. All right. Let me see. Right here. Let's look together. And I feel these are really, super important. That's why I'm taking the time to do this. Okay, on the menu, if you have not figured this out, the website I have does not play well with Safari, so just know. And so let's see. Creative Corner storefront and BR Gifts and Things. Okay? As soon as I can get all that. And I have a lot more different things on there that I just put up there. So we have Bible covers. Oh, let me share with you. Oh, goodness. Okay. How I did that. When you go on, if you're on your phone, it's easier on desktop, but if you're on your phone, move the screen up. You'll see all the products, right? But go to filter, okay? Can you see that? Let me make sure you can, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. See that right there? Right there, let me see. So you'll go to where it says shop all, okay? And let's go to, let me get over to, let's see, accessories, baby, toddler. Let me look real quick, y'all. Kitchen and dining essentials, okay? Right here. And apply. There you go. All the towels, okay? Now, these towels right here are only $14.95. Let's do some math, okay? If you did, let me see, I got a calculator. I've got a work phone and I got a regular phone. Let me stay on track here. 14.95. I know y'all can't see it. Divided by 2. This towel, if you're going to use it for this type of project, okay, it is going to be $7.50 per towel. That's a good price to me. I'm getting 2 for 1, right? Okay, let me go over to this one. This is what I was looking at right here. Okay. Now, this country gingham, I believe we just seen it right here. Okay. This country gingham right here is this towel. See if it'll expand. Okay. See that right there? Okay. That little towel, there it is this one right here. Okay. See the colors are so vibrant in there. Let me go over here. $17.95. The measurements are 16 by 25. Okay, so we have 15 and a half cut, or roughly 15, 16, depending on what I did on my map. 16 by 25, $17.95. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. $17.95. Let me get my calculator. Okay, 17.95 divided by 2, $8, roughly 98 cents. That's cheap. I don't know if y'all think it's cheap, but that's cheap. So when I price these out, let me put this over here out of my way to make my point. When I price these out, I price them with those aspects in mind. So when you get a product, don't just look at the product. Can I encourage you look at what you can do with them, that project? Some of the, not all the items that I have, not, I wouldn't say all, let me rephrase that. The majority of what I have are made of polyester and can take sublimation. Look at the details, and typically I will put on there that it can be used to sublimate. You can put heat transfer on it. So many things. You have to get creative and bring your creativity to life. Okay, so once I get those, I will go ahead and I will work on a project. If I'll work on them off camera, but if it's something that you'd like to see, let me know. I can give you some more crafting tips if you're a crafter and you like to do this stuff. If you want towels like this, um, let me know in the comment section below. Hey, Belle, I want to see these on the Bel Anne Handmade page, and that you would be interested in me turning some of these things into handmade items. Okay? Just let me know. If that's something you'd be interested in. Again, you got two types of people. You got the ones who do the crafting, loves crafting, and you got one that loves the crafting but don't craft. But you love the crafting stuff. You are very welcome here at Bel Anne Craft Studio. All right. I'm going to set these aside. Find a spot. I guarantee you, my house is little. I'm hopefully trying to get me something a little bit bigger soon, but again, it takes a little time and a little money. See what time we got. Do we got time for me to? Yeah, we got a little bit more time. Let me see if we got time to do this. All right. With the key fobs. Okay? Let me pick one. Okay. How about this one? This is just as good as any, right? For the press of time. Let's do this one. Okay. So what I'll do, these are for the key fobs here. I'm going to try to heat up my iron if the time don't run out before then. Put that over there out of my way. And I have a piece of parchment paper because these are sublimated. and high heat, as I did not wait, and I have sublimated on my board. This is a board I made. Look at that. So I'm gonna turn it around, and I made this, and now I'm gonna need to make a cover for it because yeah, sometimes I just want to just get it done, and well, what can you do? So I'm gonna wait and put this over here. Let's set that right there. While my iron heats up, I'm gonna put this here, right? And I'm going to take one of the paper sides off. Okay. Okay, so I want to take the time to share with you. Probably should have waited on that one. But anyway, it's off. I'm going to wait on that one for a minute. That one side is going to be left just as is, for the simple fact it's easier to embroider on it if you don't want embroidery. If you want it a name sublimated right on top of the pattern, that will be on the website as well. It takes a minute. For each little pattern that I do, I want to make sure I offer those variations so you all will have um, the pick of the lot to choose from. Okay? So again, this is something I did, and it's not ghosted. It's just the way that the pattern is. Okay? So let me see. We're good. I'm going to lay that right there. And I'm stopping thinking. Okay, so I was going to go ahead and just leave that paper on while I did this so y'all can see what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half to find my center line. And if you would like, I want to add, if you would like to be a Patreon part of the Crafty Friends Circle, the extended version for YouTube, please go and sign up. I am trying my best to get a lot up there. Currently, I have a 7-day free trial. You can go ahead and take advantage of that if you would like. And come and see what I'm doing over there. There's a lot of things I don't share here that I share there. Okay. Now, you see I've got it folded. Now, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go towards that fold, and I'm going to go ahead, and it will stick. Okay. And this way it can adjust. Now, I've seen a really cool trick where double-sided tape can be used, but I found that the heat and bond really works similar to that. And it lifts up. It's not permanent yet until I iron it. Okay? So I'm going to go right in the middle, kind of butt up against that other one that's in the middle right there. Okay? And I will go ahead, and if you feel like these videos are helpful, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Share a comment. Let me know that you enjoy it. Even a thank you is most appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and not overlap, but I'm going to go up against that. Okay. And then I'm going to pinch that down. As you can see here, isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. Loving it. Okay. Now, before I iron it down, I'm going to take my little hardware here from my key fob, and I am going to measure up against here. And you can see it really does really well with that. Okay. And I will be putting a little bit of E6000 right down in the middle of it, because this one I did an experiment with a crocheted key fob that I'm working on. I'm kind of in that design stage right now. So, and I I don't know anybody who would pull on it, but don't put 50 pounds on this. It doesn't make sense to do that. So, if I can encourage you to just go ahead and use it around your wrist for your keys, it should be fine. All right, now I'm at the end of my day, y'all, and I tell you I'm pooped. I'm really tuckered out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure those are there. I'm going to roll over the parchment, and I'm going to make sure I'm good underneath here as well. Make sure that they are parallel with each other. Hold that down. And I'm going to go ahead and iron this. And these you don't want to throw in the wash. Just wipe them clean. They're not meant to do that. So go ahead and get that down real quick. Okay. And let me go ahead and pull this down because it is super hot. Super, super. Okay. And go ahead and press this down. Now this is the back. Okay. This will be the back, or the back side, the inside, I guess you could say. Okay. And I'll press that down real quick, and I'll sit and let it cool. And this is the finished product. Now this side that goes with this, I will not do that with this side, because I want the person who wants, if it, just in case now, if they want it to be embroidered, I can put this on my embroidery machine and not have to worry about it going outside off the edge. As you can see, that's what I did with this one here. Okay. But this was per his specs that he wanted. And so I will be giving that to him as well. And he is a dear friend, like a brother to me. And so I did that for him. But again, I waited till that cooled. I'm going to go over again. I'm going to flip it over. Just make sure y'all can see before we go. Go ahead and press that down. Okay. And make sure it's nice and pressed down. And the reason I like these is because it's very forgiving when it comes to um, the heat and bond. And they are, I mean, it's strong. Where this fabric right here, it's strong polyester. It doesn't stretch. But this just gives it a little bit more something. Okay. And then once it cools, okay, then I will take the hardware. I'll put this one on the other side. Okay. And I'll put the hardware on like so. This is for a person that just wants isn't that cute? That just wants just the plain Jane pattern. They don't want no customization or nothing. Then that'll be different. But customization is a little bit more depending on the person, what they want to put on it. Okay. So there you go. That's really cute. This would be great for anybody, like a teacher. If you have a favorite teacher or someone that you want to show some appreciation to, you can say Miss so and so or something other, or get one of the um, camo ones. They're all up here, y'all. One of the camo prints, and then put Mr. Smith or something like that. And if it's for a gentleman, some women might want it too. That they can totally take it and put the same design, hang it from their belt. So the idea is that their belt goes like this, and they just put it like that, and their keys dangle. If they're a maintenance man or something, he's a maintenance man. So, or a janitor or whatnot. So that is real convenient for him, and the clasps are pretty sturdy. Okay. All right. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. I felt this to be a necessary video because I I can see how it would be on the website, but you don't know firsthand exactly the material, what it looks like in person. So I'm so glad that I shared this with you. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a lot of handmade things in between the administration stuff, the business stuff. I'm going to be working on moving forward a lot of wholesale business stuff for businesses that need embroidery for restaurants or whatever, for their uniforms or what have you. I have a lot of work cut out for me. But your encouraging words really keep me going, and it really blesses my heart. Thank you for being my crafty friend. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you on the next crafting video. Bye for now.